In its most recent 7.0 update, Telegram launched one-on-one video calls just 3 months after revealing that they were in development. Up until that April announcement, Telegram was always very lukewarm about the idea of video calls, but post-pandemic they've changed their tune and went from shrug to ship in just a few weeks. 2020 is quickly shaping up to be Telegram's year as it recently passed 400 million monthly active users and cracked into the world's top 10 most used and most downloaded apps. WhatsApp still has a sizable lead in terms of overall user base, mostly thanks to the Facebook ecosystem, but I don't see that lasting long. WhatsApp has what I would call the MySpace problem. Being an early entrant and gaining a critical mass of users has both benefits and drawbacks. While you're the first one to the top of the mountain, you're also the one with the biggest target on your back with nowhere else to go. WhatsApp scooped up over 1 billion users by being one of the only big players for a few years and then saw a second bump after Facebook acquired it, adding millions more in the process. But the very organization that catapulted WhatsApp further will be the same one that ultimately brings it down. Just as Facebook usurped a stagnant MySpace, Telegram will leapfrog a lazy WhatsApp. When it comes to older apps, it's simple really. Adapt or die. Update or get left behind. A perfect example is Instagram. Once they added stories and overhauled DMs, they completely cut the legs out from under Snapchat, their closest competitor. While it's still used by many, opening Snapchat today looks like a dystopian clusterfuck of cluttered UI and ad placements that nobody asked for. Should have taken that multi-billion-dollar Facebook or Google buyout in 2013, but whatever. I guess they can sit back on their throne as the supreme platform for side-by-side dick pics and clickbait. WhatsApp tying its fate to the Zuckership in early 2014 was a great decision at the time, back when Facebook was the de facto social media app and showed no signs of slowing down. I still remember being at parties as a freshman and sophomore in college when, add me on Facebook was the default contact method. Yikes. The times certainly have changed, and now Facebook has gone from your virtual phone book to the all-consuming data trap and fake news juggernaut where old people write long diatribes about immigrants, young people, and homosexuals, while stopping every 3 words to add an ellipsis as if their small-minded rant was narrated by Christopher Walken. The only exclusive features WhatsApp has now are group video calls and stories, the latter of which I don't consider a feature at all. If Telegram stays on track, WhatsApp won't have any unique functionality by the end of the year, which leaves only the network effect as reason to stay. And from the other direction, things look a lot more lopsided. Here are just some of the exclusive features that distance Telegram from the green machine. Unlimited cloud storage, a 2 GB upload limit for media and files versus 16 and 100 megabytes respectively on WhatsApp, which is just appalling. Customizable themes, channels, instant message sync so you can keep your chats even if you lose or change devices, standalone cross-platform apps. Once you log in, you do not need to keep your phone nearby or connected, support for multiple accounts, and the list goes on. I know that most people are reluctant to change, and when something is good enough, there isn't much incentive to switch, but like all mass migrations, things change exponentially. Telegram keeps getting more buzz as the prominent 2020 protest app and catching headlines while this is the biggest news story lately in the Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp world. Only time will tell, but Telegram's hitting its stride and not slowing down. 500 million users by the end of the year isn't out of the question, while it looks like they're going way beyond messaging, holding contests to develop platforms for educational tools and what looks like news aggregation. In 2020, it looks like the revolutions will be telegrammed, and so should the future. Stopping every 3 words to add an ellipsis. Stopping every 3 words. Stopping 3 words to add